January hit and the money just stopped. Properties had been running for months. Calendars I'd watched fill up week after week. It was empty. And I remember sitting there thinking, I've been lied to. This doesn't actually work. I want to talk to you about that today, because if you're building this business or you're thinking about building this business, that moment is coming for you too. And what you do in that moment will decide everything. Now, this is not a video about how great things are. This is about the part nobody talks about. The part that comes after the first deal, after the excitement, after you think you figured it out. The part where it gets quiet and then you start to wonder. Now just stay with me. This one is very important. First, let me take you back. I'd been running my business in London for a few months. Like, things were good, really good. Bookings were coming in, money was landing in the bank account. I felt like I'd cracked it. I remember thinking, this is it. This is what people talk about when they say passive income is possible. Like, I'm living it. And then January came. If you've never run an Airbnb through a UK winter, let me explain what January looks like. The Christmas bookings dry up overnight. The corporate travelers slows down. The weekend getaways, they stop. And you're left staring at your calendar that was full 3 weeks ago, and it's now almost empty. My income dropped sharply. And because it was my first low season, I didn't understand what's going on. Like, I hadn't planned for this. I hadn't adjusted my pricing. I hadn't changed my strategy. I just watched it happen. And the worst part, I had landlords asking me questions I couldn't fully answer because I didn't understand it deeply enough myself yet. That was a really scary place to be. So I want to be honest about where my head went, because I think a lot of people in this position, they're just not going to say it out loud. Because I started to wonder if the whole strategy was flawed. Like, if the people who actually told me this wouldn't work, like, were they right? Had I made a mistake? I started thinking about what it would look like to go and get another job, whether I could even get my old life back. And this is not because things were catastrophic, maybe you guys can relate, but because when the money slows down and you don't understand what's happening, your brain starts filling in the blanks, and it never fills them in with good news. So here's what I know that I didn't know then. Every Airbnb business in the UK goes for a low season. Every single one. And it's not a sign that the strategy doesn't work. It's a sign that you're running a real business. Real businesses have seasons. The ones that survive and thrive are the ones where the operators understand that and they plan for it. I didn't plan for it that first year, and it cost me. So let me tell you what I learned from that first January. Because again, this is the stuff nobody puts in a course. First thing, low season is a pricing game. When demand drops, most beginners panic and they do one of two things. They either drop their prices too fast and too far, or they just don't drop it at all because they want to maximize the income on the bookings that they do get. That's the wrong move. You need to find the floor, the minimum nightly rates that still makes the property profitable, and then just hold it there. Like, going too low is going to kill your margin and it's going to attract the wrong guest as well. And going too high means your property just sits empty. The answer is in the data. Like, look at what the best performing properties in your area are doing in January. Just look at what they're doing. Not what they did in October, what they're doing right now. And then price your property relative to what the market is actually paying, not what you wish it was. Second thing, January is corporate season. Here's the shift in thinking that changed everything for me. While leisure travelers disappear in January, corporate travelers don't. People are back at work. Projects are starting. Contractors are moving around the country. If your property is positioned for leisure guests, January is going to hurt. If it's positioned for business travelers, January can actually be one of your strongest months. Like, that's a positioning decision that you make way before January though, not during it. And then the third thing, direct bookings are your safety net. When the platforms slow down, your direct booking relationships save you. Local employers, relocation agents, insurance companies. Like, these are relationships that you build before you need them. If you wait until your calendar is empty to start building them, you're already behind. I learned all of this the hard way. You don't have to. Like, that January felt like the end. It wasn't. It was the education. Like, everything I teach now about seasonality, about pricing, positioning, all came from that one brutal winter in London. And here's the thing I want you to hold on to. Every person you've heard me talk about who had success, whether it's Chaim, Scovia, Angeline, Jayesh, whoever it was, they all went through a version of this. A moment where it got quiet, where they wondered, but they pushed through. And what was on the other side of that decision was the business that they'd been building towards. Low season is not a sign that you're failing. It's a test of whether you're actually building a business or just riding a wave. Build the business. And if you're just getting started and you want to make sure that you set this up properly from the beginning, then just download my free guide. It's called the 5 Steps to Launch Your First Airbnb Business Without Owning a Single Property. You know, step 3 covers how to pick locations with year-round demand, not just the peak season demand. Like, that one step alone will protect you from what I went through. The link is in the description below. Go and get it. It's free. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe right now. Push that subscribe button, because I drop 2 videos every single week, and I'm telling you, you do not want to miss them. I'll see you in the next video.